ever wonder why women go to the ladies' room in groups and in pairs? That's because the ladies' room is where we feel safe enough to be vulnerable. It's where we go to offer support and guidance. In the ladies' room, we strategize and organize to take over the world.
Where do women go for honesty, strategy, guidance, and inspiration? Welcome to the Ladies' Room. Hosted by Roxann Smithers.
I'm Roxann Smithers, and I want to welcome you to the Ladies' Room. So today's topic, we are going to be discussing business ownership, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I have an amazing panel of business owners that are really going to talk about this issue and get into some of the honest conversations that we don't always see on our social media or on our websites when we're portraying the role of a business owner. So I'm so excited first to welcome Bridget Wiles. She's the Chief Operation Officer for APD Urban Planning and Management, LLC. Welcome, Bridget.
Thank you.
I also have Ciara Mokeme, who is the owner of Adaobi Group, a communications and design company. Welcome. And then last but certainly not least, we have Stephanie Richardson Parker, who is the co-founder of the Moxie Maids.
Thanks for having me.
Ladies, I am so excited to get into this topic because I know all of you are dynamic business owners. And I'm another person that came from working for people before I started my practice. And it has definitely changed my personality, changed my character, grown my personality in a lot of different ways. So how has owning your own business, being a business owner, how do you think it's changed you?
For me, in the type of business that I do, and I don't know if it's good or bad, I'm a lot more matter of fact.
Okay.
And when I speak to people, I'm more like, let's cut to the chase. Like what, you know, in business, you have to do that, but sometimes that spills over to like regular life too. Mm-hmm. And that may not always be good depending on the situation that you're in. And I'm speaking for me, I'm a lot less trusting because when you have clients that you said they may not pay or they're going to say they're going to do certain things and you get to the job and it's something else. So I question everything now because I have to do that in business and then I take that practice outside of business into my personal life as well. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but I think I was a lot more trusting and it bit me in the ass a lot in business. My husband, on the other hand, is not trusting at all. So and that would cause conflict. Okay. And I would say, well, no, let's give this person the benefit of the doubt. He's like, oh, no, I'm telling you right now, no. And it would and I had to harden up. Mm-hmm. I had to really learn that lesson, but I had to get bit in the ass a lot of times.
Okay. Yeah. Ciara, you've been in the game so long. Can you tell who you've changed?
Oh, yeah. Like what you're saying right there. I'm even thinking because I'm like, I don't run anything like in our family, but my approach to family is very much like a business. Yeah. And so for me, it worked. For my husband, it doesn't. For my daughter, she'll be all right, right? She'll figure it out. Yeah. We still try to find that happy medium.
Yeah. Right.
But I think embracing, because I was very trusting at first.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then it hardens you in a way.
Yep.
And now I'm kind of stepping back into my soft season or my soft side, allowing myself to be vulnerable because, especially for my marketing agency, emotion plays such a great part of what we do. Like when my client is telling me why they've started, I have to believe everything. I have to sop it all up and I got to add like sop to it so I can really get to the root. Mm-hmm. And then I have to step back, create a strategy or run the business like as an out of body experience. So it's like, I'm two of me. It's like part of me is like, oh, but this is your business. It's not. I'm really embracing my client's business.
Right.
And then the other half of me is like, you know how much work you put into that Excel spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm. That's
Excel.
you know how hard it was to come up with those numbers. Yeah. And as much as you want to help somebody, you have to make sure that you have to remember what you want, like your vision for your company,
right.
Because that's your business.
Yep. Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like being a business owner does change you, but it changes you for the good. And if you have the right mentors and the right people around you who can hold up a mirror and really help guide your transformation process, because it's one thing for people always want to give you advice as a business owner, but then it's like, let me see what your business looks like.
Oh, everyone's got an opinion. Yes.
So I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I want to take advice from people who have what I want.
Yeah.
And they aren't just like out here profile and perpetrating and doing all the things like, no, baby, I want to see your numbers.
Yeah.
Let's have dinner. Let's have lunch.
Yeah.
Can you show me your bank accounts? Like, not like your numbers, but like, how are they set up? I'm going to see the numbers anyway, right? But be honest, and having people around you who are also transparent and honest and have good business practices, I think makes you a better person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And being able to empathize with those who don't. Because if you knew better, you would do better at the end of the day. So
I think that is so key. And being in environments where people are going to be honest about the situation, honest about where they are in their business, honest about revenue, honest about struggles, honest just about the process, and not making it look like, well, I decided to start a business and now I am a millionaire.
Right.
No, or
That's not how
I
this
have all
works.
these clients that are just coming to me and
Right.
everything's fine.
Yeah.
yeah, we can't all be Chef P or Chef, you know, the pink sauce lady that's
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
she just got the $1 million deal or
Yeah.
something like that for her sauce. That was just, it's like, it doesn't always happen like
Right.
that for everybody.
And most
So-
people, it won't.
and it
Right.
I
won't.
think that's where and I think that's why sometimes a lot of people can't stick with entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Because they
Exactly
think
right.
you're going to be like the pink sauce lady.
Yeah.
And you're just going to start a t-shirt line and then everybody's going to want it and then
Right.
it's a $5 million brand and it just doesn't happen.
Exactly.
It's a
You
lot of
know,
hard work.
A lot of hard work.
dealing with a lot of startups as clients, and you come in and you're explaining the things they need to do. Well, the biggest thing is understanding the expenses are going to come before the revenue.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of
A
expenses.
lot before.
And every month.
Right.
Every
Every
month.
month.
Right.
And you got to keep paying them.
Yes. And revenue does not equal profits.
That's
Right.
right.
And that's coming from a liberal arts person.
Mhm.
I understand
Right.
that
That Excel
revenue
spreadsheet.
does not equal profits, and the expenses come before all of it.
Yeah.
And folks don't necessarily always understand that or want to accept that. And that's a hard one.
Do you guys remember the first time, I don't know who you bank with, when you learned that your expenses come out of your actual bank account before the money comes in, so you could go negative or get hit with a charge? I learned that like,
How many days?
and I worked at a bank.
Yeah.
And I should have known. And I was shocked when I started my little business. Like, okay, I got this, $15,000 a month client, and I'm doing all the thing and spending all my money at Forever 21
Oh, Lord.
because that's how when it was cool. Forever 21 it was cool back then.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at my bank. It's like it's the basic principles, like
Yep.
the things that you learn, like way back in the day. It's there for a reason. We might hate all those required courses, but like you said, the expenses, they're always coming out. They come out
Always.
first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just because you got it don't mean you really got it.
Right.
Yes.
Hit that
So
account.
it has to hit the account.
Yeah. Oh, yes. If the check is in the mail, is usually a lie.
Right.
Mhm.
That check always gets lost.
Yeah.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, Cash, it's all
Right.
good. You
Right.
know, Venmo,
Right.
whatever you
ACH,
need.
Mhm.
Right. Up
Check
front.
in the mail.
So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about your philosophy as a boss.
My dad calls that founder's syndrome.
Founders.
That's what my dad calls
heard
it.
that.
He calls it founder syndrome because oftentimes you are so close to your
Yes.
to your business
Yep.
that when it's time for you to let go and let someone else, take over what you were doing so you can
You
grow,
can't.
you have such a hard time
It
Yes.
is.
releasing or being flexible even
Yes.
about change. And
Yep.
so
I want to thank my guests for coming with me into the ladies' room, for being honest and vulnerable and really giving some great guidance. And we'll see you next time in the ladies' room.